Alright, so if you just got a modern Yamaha receiver and you want to get it set up, there's a few things you'll need to do. For one, if it's a used unit, you're going to want to go and reinitialize it. So you can go through the settings here to do that if you want by going into menu. But what I'm going to do is do everything through the remote. So I recommend you plug it into the network using Ethernet. And if you don't have that, you can just go into the MusicCast app and pair it with Bluetooth. And you'll be able to set it up on the Wi-Fi fairly quickly by doing that. And when you do it, it's going to ask you to do a firmware update. We're going to skip it, but basically it does all of the figuring for you. You don't have to go through any painful process. So I put in the network information. Like I have an RN602 in my bathroom, and that thing was kind of annoying to get onto the Wi-Fi, but with the modern ones, it's pretty easy to do that. And you'll also, while you're playing around, do download the Yamaha AV guide. You can pick whichever amp you've got. This is the RX-V6A. And this is also good for shopping around to see what's possible with an amp. And so once you pick the model, you can pick up the configuration you want, whether it's going to be a wired network or not. So when you pick 9 channels on the RX-V6A, it doesn't allow you to do top presence. So just keep that in mind. You need to get an RX-A6A if you want top presence speakers. So you can get the front presence but not the rear. And surround back or front presence. You have to kind of go through a few things. It's not going to have TV. You can pick all of your devices that you want to hook up to it. It'll start telling you about cables that you need, where the speakers are supposed to be with a little map. Shows you how to wire. And then it tells you where to wire the speakers on the back of the amp. So this is pretty handy. It can create or reduce any confusion that you may have. And like I said, it's good for determining what's possible with your system as well. So download that app. It's not really very well known, but it's the AV setup guide. Being used, I had to buy a new remote as well. It's a RAV575 for this model. And yeah, so the remotes are like $10. They're not expensive. So yeah, the TV is in the other room here because I'm just doing a setup and the testing here right now. So you go into setup, and it's going to come up with a few things. Just walk up to the TV here. So you're going to go into function to do the reset. And then you may or may not be able to see, but there's a firmware update is an option here. So I did another video about how to determine whether you've got a modern card in your RX V6A or V4A or the TSR 700. You may want to watch. This one does have the good video card in it, but I'm going to run the network update here. So you don't need to use the app. So it just reset itself. And this is probably going to take 5 minutes or so. But there's 3 ways of doing the update, right? So you can use the MusicCast app, you can use your remote, or you can download a USB off of the website and put it in the USB through the front, or you can initialize a network update through the front panel as well. And I don't know what this means when it goes through the update, but my RN602, which is probably 10 years old, goes through exact same updates. This is the way Yamaha likes to do it. So this receiver's scuffed up a little bit, but it's just going to end up in a closet, so it's not a problem for me. And you can get pretty good deals when you buy them used. So yeah, I'm going to be doing another video where I test these speakers. I've got this is actually a pair: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I have 10 speakers hooked up to this for whole home audio, just as a test on this spot here, and we're going to see how it does. I have an RN303. I'll probably do a little video on it as well. And yeah, but the RXV6A, while we're waiting for this update to go through, is a good price point where you get the kind of the most for your money. This one has pre-outs on it on the back. I can't really move it, but it's got the pre-outs, 2 subs, front and zone 2. So that's kind of a start. Like, it doesn't have 11 pre-outs on the back of it, but it's something. Whereas the lesser models don't have that. I have an AS801, no pre-outs, and RN602 with no pre-outs, RN303 with none. I think you need an RN800 now to get pre-outs, but it doesn't have HDMI. It's like an audio receiver. Then the RN1000 has the pre-outs, and it has HDMI audio, which is pretty cool. I kind of would like to get an RN1000 at some point. It's a good, nice, powerful stereo amp, because like my loyalty lies with the stereo receivers. But this thing is pretty good. You can kick it into party mode here, where it puts the same audio program on all of the channels. So we're going to do that. This one, you can set the fronts to 4 ohm. So I'm going to rewire this. I'm going to parallel pair of speakers off the fronts and switch it to 4 ohms. So in theory, you could run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 speakers off of this unit if you did that. And I've got my earplugs out. I was doing a little bit of testing earlier. I think it can do it because I've got these stereo speakers here, and it was able to bottom out these stereo Polk audios. The micas, it didn't bottom out. But we'll look at that in another video, because you see I got my thermometer out. There's a bit to it when you want to do that. It's kind of like watching Office Space when they're copying the files, because this just keeps going around and around. You don't know when it's going to end. But presumably this information means something to somebody. If you want to get service manuals, there's Electrotania is the website where you can get the service manuals for all the Yamaha equipment. It's free. You can download 10 manuals a day, and that might help you out. And the reason I was doing that is because Yamaha plays some tricks with their ratings. So like the RN303 I bought, it's got connections for 4 speakers, but it's really only good for 2. So we'll be talking about that later on in another video. Yeah, it's just chugging away. Once this is done updating, we will nuke it, and then I guess I'll add it to MusicCast at that point. So if you over wireless, whereas if you're wired, it's super simple. It's more reliable with wired. I do have my RN602 is on the 2nd floor, so it's fairly far away from the network or switch, but it works. Let's see if 6-1 is the end of it or not. I just realized I didn't have my microphone connected to my camera, so that's unfortunate. Just turn on my microphone now. Sorry about that. So yeah, it's 10 minutes. It's going to take a little bit. I'm just trying to kind of fill the time while this is going. Other things to think about. So I've got some banana plugs here, 4mm. I don't recommend these because they don't get a good solid connection, but you can stack them, which is the benefit. So if you want to parallel speakers on your receiver, you can do that. But I like to get like set screw binding posts are better. Like these Legrand components here, which are wiring my house up with WP3456, and then white for WH. They actually, you can see, you can set them with a flat screwdriver, and that's how I prefer to join wires. That's way better, like a terminal block kind of setup. So I'm looking for banana plugs that you can stack, and also has a set screw instead of these, because what you'll find is that these will loosen over time. The worst thing you could do is put in a bunch of wall plates and then try to connect these like from your amp to the wall plate, then the wall plate to the speaker with a whole bunch of these things, because they're super unreliable. When you've got that many, you're going to be not working. You have intermittent issues. Alright, so it's telling me to turn off the power now for some reason. It turned itself off the first time, but not now. Presumably I know what I'm doing. Guess we use the power button. Alright, so I bought this from Corey. Corey's name is on it. Corey was an alright guy, but I don't want him living in my amp. So we are going to go into setup again. Go into function. And then it's called initialization. And we're going to pick all and execute. So it just started itself over again. HDM1 straight. So Corey is gone. I did another video where I had to open this up and blow all the dog fur out of it. So that's he was really in there. So let's go into MusicCast and see if this thing is around anymore. May very well be. Okay. Oh, that's good enough. So if you wanted to do a network initialization, you can go in here and do it through there. But this thing is still kicking. So this, like I said, you can use the AV setup to do your wiring. That'll help out quite a bit. You can mark your speakers to match that, so it's less of a mystery in the future. And yeah, you get a new remote if you need one. Like I said, they're not expensive, so if you get some gross remote with the machine, you can pick one of them up. You can do a factory reset. You can do your updates. And we might as well just take a look in the settings. Yeah, so there's initialization. You could go in there to nuke this thing. And firmware update. So this amp has a star before version, so that's important. That tells you that it's got the updated video board in it. If it was a 2020 model, it's possible that that star is not there. For a couple of years, Yamaha was taking them back and changing the video card, but that ship has sailed. They don't do that anymore. So we're going to do a network update. And it's going to come back that there is nothing to update. Maybe not. I guess that's what I was trying to tell you by doing nothing, because 1.77 is the newest as of today. So that is good. So I think that's where we're going to wrap it up here. 15-minute video, but it's kind of important to do that. And now that I've got all the settings wiped out, I'm going to go in through the remote and I'm going to set up the front channel for 4 ohms. And I'm going to get another video going here testing these speakers. So hopefully you stick around and try and find that one. So hopefully you found that useful. Thanks for watching.